Inside the case, you'll find the Canon T2i, lens, and lens cap, battery that'll hold about 1 to 2 hours of continuous charge, battery charger, 3 cords which includes the power cable for the battery charger, RCA cable for hooking up to a television, and USB cable for hooking up your camera to your computer. You also get a card reader, which will plug into your computer's USB port, base plate for attaching the camera to the tripod, SD card in a plastic case, which will hold about 24 minutes of video, and camera body cap and lens back cap, just in case you want to use your own lenses. Now we're going to put the battery in the camera. First, open the cover on the bottom of the camera. Then, slide the battery in with the connections facing the front of the camera. In order to put in the SD card, open the slot on the right side. Take the card out of the case and place it with the face of the card facing the back of the camera. In order to attach the base plate, line up the screw with the threads on the bottom of the camera. If you need to tighten it anymore, you can use a penny or another coin to do it, but don't over tighten it. Now we're going to mount the Canon T2i to the tripod. First, make sure that your tilt lock is secure and your pan lock is secure. Then, firmly grip the camera in your hand and slide the base plate into the tripod head until it clicks. Use the camera lock to secure the camera in place. In order to remove the camera, unlock this camera lock and press and hold the button on the left side of the camera. Slide the camera out and you're set. This is where you have your dial for navigating menus. It also sets the shutter and f-stop. Your button so you can adjust your ISO or film speed. The shutter release button to take pictures, the mode dial, and the on and off button. Let's turn the camera on. First, you're going to want to make sure you're on the cine mode. Do that by turning the dial all the way to the end. Now, hit the switch. Before you start shooting, one of the first things that you're going to want to do is go into the menu and make sure that movie exposure is set to manual. If you want to use auto, you can, but it's more preferable to use manual. Okay. Before you start shooting, you're going to want to format your card. Now that is the first yellow option in the menu with a little wrench, and the third option down. You press set, go to OK, and hit set again, and now your card is formatted. This is the shutter speed in the bottom left-hand corner. You use the dial that I had shown you before to adjust it. Generally, it is recommended to stay at 60. In order to adjust the f-stop, you have to press down this AV button and use the same dial. In order to adjust the ISO, use the ISO button on the top and the dial to scroll through the various options. It is generally recommended to stay between 100 and 1600. One of the essential parts of getting a good looking image is having the proper white balance. In order to white balance, you use the quick button, as I had shown you earlier, and use the dial on top to scroll through your options. These options cover basically all of your needs, including daylight, shade, cloudy, tungsten light, and fluorescent light. If you need, you can always take a picture of something white and load it as a custom white balance. A way to get proper focus is to use the Focus Expand button, which will zoom into that little white box there. So you press it, and as you can see, it's zoomed in. Now use your focus ring to get proper focus, and if you need, you can press it again to zoom in even more. Get focus, press the button, and now you're in focus. And last but not least, press this button to record. You'll know it's recording when you see this little red dot in the top right corner.